Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the GuuRuview. So tonight we're going to be taking a look at doing some blind reactions to tracks sent in by you. Maybe not necessarily you, but you in general. Plural you. You the people. Not we the people. That's them over the ocean. Anyway, we're going to be taking a look at blind reacting to some tracks. We've got a wide variety, but to narrow it down, I requested tracks from artists beginning with the letter G. Like me, if you consider me an artist. So, what's up first? This one was sent in by Dr. Atty. Hi Deb, how's it going? This is a friend of mine from school, back in the old days, back in Birmingham, King Edwards. Ford where the knocks are hardest and all that stuff, and we're going to be taking a look at some gigs. And the production I've heard on this is marvellous, so let's give it a go. I think that's something like a TR-808. Classic drum machine, but the production on that is incredible.
Yeah, so alone. Break a window when you throw a stone. Dogs roam when you throw a bone. Different, boss flow with a lower tone. Yeah, they're wishing me bad. Dissing me, say I'm this and I'm that. Sick of me, but I just look in the bag and it tickles me. Yeah.
So that is I'm Working by Gigs. That is not a song I've heard before. I have heard some Gigs before, and what always strikes me is just, one, how high up in the mix he puts his lyrics. It's just amazing. He just feels like there is someone talking to you over that track. And with his energy as well, it's really conversational, it feels raw, it feels honest. I'm really liking it. I would only give it 30 seconds tonight, but generally speaking, nice one, Gigs. There's more than just Ryan out there. Who knew? Okay, next up, this is a recommendation from Andrew, who's a friend of Doc Brass's, actually. And we got connected when Doc and I were putting our podcast together. He was there taking some photographs at Doc's end, just to commemorate the occasion, so hopefully we'll do it again. He is also a videographer as well. I've been really admiring his work, and it's just really good to have someone else to talk to about production and ideas, and just a really nice guy. Also, big into his metal, so he's gone for Gojira, Another World. So this is going to be something quite different. Wow. Okay, I have heard one or two Gojira things before. That is sensational. As you can probably guess, metal is definitely more my speed, and that is amazing. The chug on those riffs, that low end snare, the really tuned down to the point of almost being dead toms. Just immense cymbal work to fill out that sound. It's just glorious. Just a really good, simple chorus that "Another World" just stays with you. Really, really cool. I would gladly listen to the rest of that straight after this, but I don't have time. I gotta move on. Okay, next up, this was recommended by Wicco. This is Breaking Promises by Georgia Lind, an independent artist. I presume someone Wicco knows or follows, and yeah, really looking forward to hearing this one. It's just a still image and the song, but let's have a listen, see what we think.
Hearing all these things about you, but I still can't live without you.
Gorgeous for a birthday.
Can't stop dreaming of you. just wish these dreams would come true. Breaking promises every single day. I love him and I can't stay away. Breaking promises, breaking promises. You say that you love me, but do you mean it? I'm still trying, but is it worth this? Breaking promises, breaking promises. You say that you love me, but do you mean it? I'm still trying, but is it worth it? Breaking my promises and breaking my heart. I still love you, but it tears me apart. Every single day I see that smile on your face with that cheesy little grin, and I feel like I'm in place, yeah. I feel so comfortable around you. Not surprised cause you help me when I'm down, yeah. Make me feel like I'm the only one. You gave me the confidence to carry on, to keep pushing forward.
You know what, that's great. Really love the bit where it just goes a bit Kate Nash there, and I am here for it. I saw Kate Nash live actually. My good friend John Tucker, whose request I think is up next. Yeah, that was brilliant. I love how it's a similar drum kit, a programmed drum kit to the Gigs one, but a completely different feel. It's amazing what you can achieve with just some of these old school samples, putting on a track. Lovely simple piano, lovely overdub harmonies as well. Yeah, really good. Rate it. Okay, next up is my good pal John Tucker. This is your request, and I've got to say, this one immediately spoke to me. It's Guns N' Roses and it's Night Train. Now, I love Guns N' Roses. One of my favourite t-shirts is this one, which I was wearing with my band at the time. It is a Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction t-shirt, but all the skeletons are wearing Christmas hats. Yay! And yeah, looking forward to just hearing this one again, dusting it off from a classic album.
I've been loaded like a freight train, flying like an aeroplane.
Play it.
Feeling like a space brain one more time tonight. I'm on the night train, follow me up. I'm on the night train, fill my cup. I'm on the night train, ready to crash and burn. I never learn. I'm on the night train. I love that stuff. I'm on the night train. I got to never get enough. I'm on the night train, never to return.
It's just a simple happiness listening to that band at their peak. Oh, I could do that for hours. One of my favourite memories, and it links me back to school. And I think for our first request, Dip, you'd have been there for this one, possibly. House music, a few of us did. Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine, and I got to sing Axl Rose in front of the school, and it was amazing. One of my fondest memories. The wig was terrible, and I was roughly the same kind of like BMI as I am now, so just imagine like chubby Axl Rose just kind of trying to wind his way across the stage. But damn it if I didn't get all those high notes, and oh, love it, love it, love it. It's got everything. It's got the cowbell going through it. It's got the kind of like 90s power rock like ride cymbal right on the bell every single time going through it. Iconic slash solo. Just a band at the peak of their powers, and God, I love it. Absolutely, all the thumbs up. Right, this next one is from a Mr. Beamish. Good to have a request from one of the legends of the education scene. I've known Mr. Beamish a long time, and his love of football is not a well-kept secret. So this one is for him. This is also for Daniel Morrison. This is for Veezy, or I should say Ellis now. But this goes out to all the Liverpool people of the world, but generally all the football fans. I'll tell you afterwards why I have such a cringe-worthy memory attached to this song for completely different reasons.
Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never
So it's a classic, but not many people know it's originally from the Rodgers and Hammerstein musical Carousel. It's the closing song from that musical about the knowledge that someone's ghost has visited this wife and child. And the only downside to this is I saw that at the Nottingham Arts Theatre back in the kind of late, I'd probably say about 2009, 2010, before I left Nottingham. And when I saw it, there was a row of kind of older ladies in front of us, let's say charitably 70s or 80s, possibly older. And at the point where this song was played, they all started, I can't call it singing, but they all started making noise along to it. And just hearing these baritone-voiced, gravel-lunged ladies making the best job they could of "Walk on, you'll never walk alone," all in different keys, all at different times, and it was one of the most jarring experiences. I felt my toes curl up so much they reached my knees. So that is one of the memories I associate. Every time I hear that song, I just hear it, "You'll never walk." Cannot be unheard. Cannot be replicated. It's a moment lost to time. But sadly, not in here! So let's move on. So this one's a request from Clockworks, one of the members of the GuuRuview. And this is from Gramophonesy, and it's called Why Don't You? And I love this kind of stuff. Swing hop, very similar to the oeuvre of Doc Brass from last time. So let's have a listen to this.
Make a fool of you, why don't you do right like some other men do?
He's not a laundry basket.
Get out of here and get me some money. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get me right, get out, me sitting me right, get out of here and get me some money too. Get out, get out, get out, get out.
Switch back.
Some money too. You're sitting down.
Oh, I love that. In the same way that I love stuff like Caro Emerald doing it, and again, Doc Brass's style, taking those old samples, putting them in modern tracks, giving it that fresh beat, that fresh look of paint. Oh, it's glorious. Love the way the video's got that throwback. If you've been watching WandaVision recently, that will look kind of familiar, that idea of the two eras colliding in the same thing, the black and white, the colour. I think that's really artfully done, and I really enjoy it. Now this next one, this is from Cullum. Alright, Cullum, and Harrod had a request as well, but hers wasn't as gloriously cheesy as yours, so hers might have to wait for another video. Sorry, mate. I'm not even going to tee up what this one is. All I'm going to say is, whoever the electrician was that rigged this hall, and Cullum, you're a gaffer, you know, it's just not sensible. Here we go. Why is she wearing a net curtain? I don't. Firstly, it's like the 60s are trapped in the 90s. There's just so much set design that is okay. They clearly got a corridor and they went, right, you can use this and this only. You can have some 60s dancers in the background and some men styling their hair. And yeah, gosh, like, just like laying the innuendo on like tarmac on this thing. But there we go. The 90s, it was a simpler time. Well, it was simpler for me because I was, 5 when it started. So everything seemed simpler at that time. Mostly due to my limited worldview and perspective. But yeah, that song is... And really, and honestly, it's one of those songs that is objectively woeful in most senses, and yet it will always start a party. And I love it for that reason. It is just part of the fabric of my childhood. It's songs like that I just remember from those kids' discos, and the kind of skidding on the floor until you put the knees out in your trousers, and then going to the buffet and it was all little bits of cheese and pineapple and cheese and pineapple. and like really, really dry sandwiches, nearly all of which were either egg, which smelled bad, like feet, or ham that had just gone crispy in the heat of what was usually a church hall or something they'd rented out. But wow, that brings it all flooding back in glorious and terrifying detail. Anyway, that's been the GuuRuview episode 2. That was artists beginning with G. We've got loads more of these. I mean loads more. There's like 30 in total. So I will be doing another one and reacting to these as blind as possible, although clearly some of them I will know, and like Night Train, just mime along to, because that's the way I'm feeling. Any more requests, send them in. If you've got an artist you'd like me to look at, send it in. And I don't just mean music. If it's genuinely just art, I'll look at it. If it's film, I'll take a look. If it's something that will make me laugh, something that will make me cry, something that will make me think, send it along. I want all the options. I must have this power. And in the meantime, take care out there. This has been the GuuRuview.